good, interweb? This your boy Q, aka that dude the geek, and it's halftime. So I said, let me jump on here to watch, to talk about some of the notes and stuff that I took when I was watching the Sony press conference. So I had all my devices out, and I'm trying to. Why did they put the finals and the Sony press conference at the same time? It is what it is. But first and foremost, let's just say that as we all knew, and if you've been following video games for the last decade, other than just that little stint that 360 had, we knew Sony was going to come up and show out at this E3, and they did. One thing I really enjoyed about this press conference here that the other press conferences, as far as Ubisoft and as far as EA and as far as even Bethesda had, was the fact that it was a lot of actual gameplay and footage for the games. What I really enjoyed the most was that damn Spider-Man. And imagine, an open world Spider-Man. I remember Spider-Man from Sega Genesis way back in the day, and Maximum Carnage for Super Nintendo, and a couple other little Spider-Man games for PS1 that were pretty good. But this is a entirely open world game, and it looks like they took some pages out of the Batman, Arkham games, and that's a really good formula to do. I also like the fact that they are dedicating themselves to virtual reality. I was lucky enough to be able to play it virtual reality, and you know what, they don't have a lot of great games for VR right now just yet, but if they keep on pushing games, it just needs that certain game. I keep on saying it needs a really good, like, role-playing game. Maybe if I'm tired of Skyrim, even though that's on everything everywhere. Skyrim from the Switch to the Xbox One X, and as well as from the PlayStation and all this other stuff. But I also really liked the Days Gone game. That looked really good. It had a little mix between the Tomb Raider, Uncharted, and The Last of Us, which I feel like I've seen it before, even though I do want to play this game because it's interesting. It's got a lot of different elements that, I want to check it out. Horizon Zero Dawn, what was it? The flame winds or the cold winds, winter winds. I don't know. I probably misgot that. That looked okay. I still didn't get a chance to beat Horizon Zero Dawn because it was Horizon Zero Dawn or it was Breath of the Wild. So I chose Breath of the Wild. If I can get some friends to jump into Destiny 2 with me, I'll probably jump on some Destiny 2 because I did really enjoy the first one. And this one looks better. It's more gear. And if they can make a campaign better than 4 hours, then okay, I'll probably be on it and play more. Also interested in the Final Fantasy 15 virtual reality, because they did have a lot of virtual reality games. It was like 4 or 5 virtual reality games. I was very interested in that. I really hope that they're not going to bring this game out at $59.99 because it just basically looks like it's just going to be virtual reality fishing, which is cool, but then again, it's not cool. If I'm paying $60, because I already own the game. I'm still waiting for Luna. Now, if you give me Luna and Cindy to be able to play with them inside of the Final Fantasy 15 world, then okay. And you know what? I might drop a whole extra 60 on that. What other game? Monster Hunter World looks really good. I played Monster Hunter for was the Wii and the Wii U, and I didn't give it a chance as much because I was playing other things at the time, but this one looks really, really good. All in all, you know what? I really enjoyed this press conference. It wasn't too long. Excuse me. It wasn't too long. It started at the same time the game started, and it was through way before halftime. So I was excited about that, and I love the way that Sony takes digs at Microsoft directly, and they're particularly just unfazed by them. What really is exciting for me is this is going back to a console war where it's not just Sony and Microsoft, it's Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, and each person has their own niche of the market of video games, what they're trying to do. Sony is, again, trying to use us, well, not use us, but to, give us a feel of cinematic video games, while Nintendo is the only true video game company, which is giving us games that we can just pick up, plug and play, and enjoy that way. And Microsoft is transcending and bridging personal computer with PC and the console game with the whole Windows 10. And each person has their own market, and it's going to be very interesting to see exactly where it can go from there. And one thing about competition is competition breeds good things. It breeds good games. And it doesn't matter what all the flicks and giggles and all the other little stuff about how good a system is graphically, whether it's 4K or 20K, or whether it's virtual reality, or whether it's handheld, or whether it's a mobile device. What matters is the games. What games do you want to play? And I have to be honest, from what I've seen so far, Sony had more games that I wanted to play than anything else I've seen in the press conference. So I'm actually really excited because I'm gonna go and hopefully I get a chance tomorrow to play some of these Sony games, try some of these things out. But until then, stay tuned, keep with me. This has been your boy Q, your friendly neighborhood geek, and I have more to post later in the week. It's still full E3 week 2017. Let me get back to some of these things, do some edits, and I gotta post another video. I gotta do the Microsoft. I found the video. But I'll talk to y'all later. Until then, peace.